Hello, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I want to talk to you, softly, about something you may have never told anyone, something quiet, something you carry perhaps without words. The silence. You know the one I mean, the moment when someone speaks to you in English, and you understand them. You understand every word, and you know what you want to say. You can feel the answer right there, inside you. But when you open your mouth, nothing comes, only silence, and the moment passes. And later alone, the perfect words arrive easily when there is no one there to hear them. That silence is heavy. It is heavier than any grammar book, and you have carried it, maybe, for a long time. But tonight, I want you to put it down, just for tonight, just for these few quiet hours, because here is what I know and what I want you to hear softly before you sleep. Your silence is not empty. Your silence is full. It is full of every word you have learned, every sentence you have read, every lesson you have studied, every video you have watched. It is all inside you right now. Nothing you have learned has been lost. It is all there, waiting, quietly, in the dark like seeds beneath the winter ground. Your English is not missing. It is only sleeping, and tonight we are going to wake it gently, not by studying, not by trying, not by forcing anything at all, but simply by listening, softly as I speak to you, and letting the words move through you like warm water. Tonight, we are going to take a journey together, a slow, gentle journey, from that heavy silence to the light, free feeling of fluency. We will walk it slowly, step by step, and I will be beside you the whole way. And you don't have to do anything. You only have to rest and listen, and let the English settle into you, softly while you sleep. So make yourself comfortable now. Let your head rest on the manned pillow. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your hands become soft and heavy. Take one slow breath in, and let it go slowly. The day is over. There is nothing left to do. There is no test tonight. No one is listening. No one is judging. There is only you, and this quiet voice, and the gentle journey ahead. So close your eyes and let's begin. Softly, together. Let's begin at the beginning. With the silence itself. You have wondered, perhaps, why it happens, why the words disappear, exactly when you need them. And tonight I want to tell you, gently, so you never have to wonder again. The silence is not a lack of knowledge, it is a lack of safety. Think about it softly. When you are alone, the words come easily. In your room, in your mind, in the shower, walking home, the English flows. You think of clever sentences, you imagine conversations, and it all feels easy and light and possible. But then a real person appears, and suddenly something changes. Your heart beats a little faster, your chest tightens. Your mind, which was so full of words a moment ago, becomes empty and white. Why? Because your body has decided this is danger. It is not your English that failed you. It is your fear. Your body has entered a state of alarm. And when the body is alarmed, it shuts down everything it does not need to survive. And in that alarmed moment, your body decides that language is not needed. So it takes it away. It closes the door. This is why you can understand perfectly, but cannot speak. This is why the words come back later easily, when you are alone and safe again. It was never about your ability. It was always about your safety. And this is why tonight matters, because right now you are safe. Right now in your warm bed, in the quiet dark, no one is waiting for your answer. No one is watching your face. There is no pressure. There is no danger. And in this safety, your mind can open softly and let the English in. This is the great secret of learning while you rest. You are not fighting your fear tonight. You are simply going around it. You are letting the language enter through a door that fear cannot guard, the door of calm, the door of rest, the door of sleep. So let go of the struggle now. Let go of the fight. You are safe here. You are calm here. And in this calm, quiet place, your English can begin to breathe. Now let me tell you something that many learners never realize, something that might change how you see yourself. You are not a beginner. Not really. I know you may feel like one. I know the silence makes you feel like you know nothing at all. But listen, softly. If you are understanding my words right now, in this moment, then you already know English. You know it well enough to follow a story. You know it well enough to feel what I mean. That is not nothing. That is enormous. There is a difference between the English you can understand and the English you can speak. And this difference is normal. It is natural. Every learner everywhere understands far more than they can say. Your understanding is like a wide, deep lake. Everything you have ever learned has flowed into it, quietly. Every word, every phrase, every sentence you have met is in there somewhere floating in the still water. And your speaking is like a small stream flowing out of the lake. Right now, that stream is narrow, the water is there. So much water, but only a little can flow out at a time. The work of fluency is not to fill the lake. The lake is already full. Your lake is deeper than you think. The work of fluency is simply to widen the stream, to open the way, to let what is already inside you come out. So please, tonight, stop telling yourself that you don't know enough. It is not true. You know more than enough to speak. What you need is not more knowledge. What you need is a wider door. And that door widens slowly, gently, with time and calm and gentle listening. Just like tonight. So rest now and know this. Everything you need is already inside you. You are not empty. You are full. And little by little, softly, we are going to let it out. Now let us begin the gentle work, and we will begin where it is easiest. There are some English words that already live in you completely, words that need no thought, no translation, no effort at all. They are already yours. Let's visit them softly, like old friends. Listen. Hello. Hello. You did not translate that. You simply knew it. It arrived, complete, with no work at all. Listen, thank you. Thank you. Again, no effort. The meaning came straight to you softly, like a warm hand. Yes. No. Please. Okay. Goodbye. Feel how easy those are. Feel how they need nothing from you. They are not foreign words that you carry. They are simply yours now. They live inside you, quietly, always ready. This is what fluency feels like. Right there, in those small words. You have already tasted it. You already know what it feels like to have English that needs no thought. And here is the beautiful thing. Every English word can become like that. Every phrase, every sentence, they can all move slowly from the shelf where you store them into the warm place where they simply live. It happens through hearing, through gentle repetition, through calm, unhurried time. That is what we are doing tonight. We are taking words softly and playing them again and again, gently, so they can travel from the shelf into your bones. Let's take a few more and let them settle. Listen and let them rest in you. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. I'm fine. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. Understand. I understand. Yes, I understand. Just a moment. Just a moment, please. That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry, that's okay. Do you feel how they are already becoming easier? You are not learning them. They were already there. You were simply letting them rise softly to the surface where they can be reached. Rest with them now. Let them float in you, gently as we move on. Now let's take our first real step out of the silence. And it is smaller than you think. You do not begin fluency with a beautiful sentence. You begin it with a sound. When native speakers talk, they are not always saying clever things. Much of the time, they are making small, soft sounds, little noises that mean, I am here, I am listening, I am with you. And these sounds are the easiest way to break your silence because they are almost not words at all. Listen, softly. M, m. That is a real English sound. It means, yes, I understand. Go on, and you can make it without any thought at all. Oh, oh, I see. A small sound of understanding. Ah, okay. Ah, I see. Right, right. Really, really, really. A soft sound of interest. Wow, wow. A gentle sound of surprise. Feel how small these are. Feel how easy. These are not sentences you must build. They are small, warm sounds you can simply make. And they are real English, and they will carry you through more conversations than you can imagine. Here is why they matter so much. When you are silent, the other person does not know if you understand. The silence feels heavy for both of you. But when you make these small sounds, the silence breaks. The conversation breathes, and you have said something without having to build anything at all. So let these sounds settle into you softly. Oh, I see. They are your first steps out of the silence. Small and gentle, and enough. Now let me give you something precious, something that will change everything for you. Part of what makes the silence so heavy is speed. The other person speaks, and you feel that you must answer immediately, and that pressure closes your throat. But here is a secret that fluent speakers know and beginners never learn. You are allowed to take time. And there are English phrases whose only job is to give you that time. They are like small doors that you can open and step through and rest behind while your mind finds its words. Let's learn them softly. When you need a moment to think, you can say, Let me think. Let me think. Let me think about that. Or, that's a good question. That's a good question. Say this, and suddenly you have several seconds, and the other person feels flattered, and the silence has become a compliment. Or, well, just that one soft word gives you time. Native speakers use it constantly. Well, I think, or actually, another small door. Actually, yes, I do. Or, how can I say this? How can I say this? This one is wonderful. It tells the other person, I am thinking, please wait. And it does it in perfect natural English. Or, I'm not sure how to explain it, but a whole soft bridge carrying you toward your thought. Do you see what these phrases do? They turn your silence into speech. The pause is still there, but now it is filled with English. Now it is a natural, comfortable pause, exactly like the pauses native speakers make all the time. Because here is the truth, and I want you to rest with it tonight. Native speakers pause too, constantly. They say, and well, and you know, and let me think. Fluency is not the absence of pauses. Fluency is filling the pauses with something soft. So, take these with you. Let me think. That's a good question. Well, actually, how can I say this? They are yours now, and they will hold the door open gently while your English walks through. Now let's make speaking easier still, because there is a mistake that keeps so many learners silent, and I want to lift it off you. Tonight, you believe that you must say a long, beautiful, complete sentence, and so you build it carefully in your mind, checking every word, every grammar rule, and by the time it is ready, the moment is gone, and you have said nothing. But listen, softly. Real English conversation is not made of long sentences. It is made of small pieces, short, simple, complete little pieces. Listen to how simple real answers are. How was your day? Good, thanks. 2 words. That is a complete, perfect, natural answer. Do you like it here? Yeah, I love it. 4 words. Perfect. Where are you from? From Spain. 2 words. Complete. What are you doing? Just resting. 2 words. Natural. Correct. Are you coming? Yeah, in a minute. Simple. Real. Feel how light these are. There is no grammar to build. No long structure to check. Just small, warm, honest pieces of English. And here is what I want you to hear. Short answers are not lesser English. They are not the English of beginners. They are exactly what native speakers say. When a native speaker is asked how their day was, they do not say, "My day was very good. Thank you for asking me about it." They say, "Good, thanks." That's all. That is real, natural, fluent English. So tonight, let go of the long sentence. Let go of the beautiful, perfect paragraph. Give yourself permission to speak in small, simple pieces, because those small pieces are the real language, and they are already easy for you. Let's rest in a few more. Listen and let them settle. Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow. I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Not really. Not really. No, not really. No, not really. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Me too. Me too. Oh, me too. Small, simple, complete. This is fluency. It was always this simple. Now let's face something gently. The moment you fear most, the moment when you are speaking, and you reach for a word, and it is not there. This is the moment where the silence usually wins. You stop. You freeze. You feel the heat rise in your face, and the conversation dies. But tonight, I am going to give you a way through it, and once you have it, that moment will never frighten you again. When the word does not come, you do not stop. You go around it. Listen, imagine you cannot remember the word umbrella. Instead of freezing, you simply say, the thing you hold over your head when it rains. And the other person understands you instantly. They may even smile and say, "Oh, an umbrella." And now the word is yours forever, because you learned it in a real living moment. Imagine you cannot remember the word spoon. You say the small thing you eat soup with. Understood. Perfectly. Imagine you cannot remember someone's job. You say the person who helps you when you are sick, and they understand. A doctor. A nurse. The meaning traveled easily. This is the skill. Not to know every word, but to travel around the missing ones. And here are the small phrases that make it easy. It's a kind of food. It's a kind of tool. It's the thing you use for. It's the thing you use for cutting. It's like a chair, but softer. It's when you feel very tired, but you cannot sleep. I forget the word, but it's the place where you buy medicine. Feel how free these make you. With these phrases, you can never be trapped. There is always a way around. There is always another path. And here is what I want you to know, deeply tonight. Native speakers forget words too, constantly. They say, "What's that thing called?" And the thing, and they describe their way around it exactly like this. This is not a beginner's trick. This is what real speakers do every single day. So rest tonight. You will never be trapped again. The words you have are enough to reach the words you don't. There is always a way through. Now we come to the deepest part of the journey. The thing that holds the silence in place, more than any grammar, more than any missing word. The fear of being wrong. Let me speak to it gently, tonight. You are afraid to make a mistake, and I understand why. Perhaps you were corrected once, and it stung. Perhaps someone laughed. Perhaps a teacher marked your paper in red, again and again, until you learned that being wrong was something to fear. And so now when you speak, a small guard stands at the door of your mouth, checking every word before it may leave. And that guard is slow, and that guard is why you are silent. But listen, softly, tonight. That guard is not protecting you. That guard is keeping you locked in. Here is the truth. Mistakes are not the enemy of fluency. Mistakes are the road to it. There is no other road. There is no learner anywhere in the world who became fluent without making thousands of mistakes along the way. Not one. Every fluent speaker you admire has said something wrong. In public, many, many times. And here is the kindest truth of all. Almost no one cares. When you speak English with a small mistake, the person listening does not think, How foolish. They think, oh, how nice. This person is speaking my language. They are not counting your errors. They are simply listening for your meaning. And your meaning arrives easily, even with a small mistake inside it. Think of it softly. If someone spoke your language imperfectly, with a warm smile and a small mistake, would you laugh at them? Of course not. You would help them. You would be glad they tried. You would feel warmth toward them. And that is exactly what people feel toward you. Exactly that. So tonight, let the guard go home. Let him rest. You do not need him anymore. And here is a small phrase to carry for the moments when a mistake happens. Sorry, let me say that again. Sorry, let me say that again. Or, I mean, native speakers use this constantly to correct themselves softly mid-sentence. It is not a failure. It is normal speech. Or simply keep going. Say the sentence, mistake and all, and continue. The meaning will still arrive, because being understood is the goal, not being perfect. Never being perfect, only being understood. Rest with that now. You are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to be human. And your imperfect English is 100 times more beautiful than your perfect silence. Now let's go deeper still, into the quiet place where fluency truly lives. Right now, when you speak English, your mind takes a long journey. You hear English, you carry it home to your own language. You find your answer there, and you carry it back word by word into English, back and forth, over and over, and it is exhausting. Fluency is simply this. The journey stops. The English stays home, and it begins with the smallest things. Listen. When I say water, do you translate it? Or do you simply see water? Feel it? Know it? For most learners, water simply arrives. It has stopped traveling. It lives in English now. That is a small piece of your mind that is already fluent. And tonight, we are going to grow it. Here is how. When you hear an English word, do not reach for its fuck meaning in your language. Reach for the picture, the feeling, the thing itself. Warm. Do not translate it. Feel it. Feel a warm blanket, warm tea, a warm hand. Let the word warm fill with warmth. Tired. Feel it. That heavy feeling in your body right now at the end of the day. Let the word tired hold that feeling directly. Quiet. Feel it. This room, this moment, the soft dark all around you, that is quiet. Home. Feel it. The place where you are safe, where you can rest. That warm feeling. That is home. Do you feel how the word attaches directly to the thing? No translation, no journey, just the word and the feeling together as one. This is what we are building tonight, and it grows every time you listen to gentle English that you understand, every time you follow a soft story without straining, every time you let the words wash over you without stopping to translate. In those moments, your mind is learning to hold English directly without going home. So tonight, let go of translating. Just let the words be what they are. Do not check them. Do not carry them anywhere. Just let them float through you, softly, meaning what they mean, in English all on their own. Now let's walk through a real conversation together, slowly, not to test you, just to let you feel how simple it can be. Listen and let it move through you, softly. Someone says, "Hi, how are you?" And you do not need a clever answer. You simply say, "I'm good, thanks." And they say, "I'm good too. Nice weather today, isn't it?" And you say, "Yeah, it's lovely." They say, "Are you from around here?" And you say, "No, I'm from Spain. I moved here last year." They say, "Oh, really? How do you like it?" And you say, "I like it a lot. The people are very kind." They say, "That's good to hear. What do you do?" And you say, "I'm a teacher." And they say, "I work at the hospital." And you say, "Oh, that must be hard work." They say, "It is, sometimes, but I like it." And you say, "That's the important thing." Listen to what just happened. That was a real, complete, natural conversation. And look at the English inside it. "I'm good, thanks." "Yeah, it's lovely. I like it a lot." "Oh, really? That must be hard work." Every single piece was small, simple, easy, nothing clever, nothing complicated, nothing you do not already know. That is what fluency is. It is not a performance. It is not a speech. It is small, easy pieces, exchanged gently back and forth between two people who want to understand each other. You could have that conversation right now, tonight. Everything in it is already inside you. Let's do one more, softly. Listen. Someone says, "Excuse me, do you know where the station is?" And you say, "Yes, it's just over there. Go straight and turn left." They say, "Is it far?" And you say, "No, about 5 minutes." They say, "Thank you so much." And you say, "You're welcome. Have a good day." That is it. That is a whole successful conversation in English. 6 small pieces, all of them easy, all of them yours. You see, fluency was never a mountain. It is a path made of very small, very simple stones. And you can already walk it. Now let me give you a practice. Not a hard one, not a study plan, something soft that costs you nothing and that you can carry with you quietly into every ordinary day. Talk to yourself. That is all. Quietly, in your own mind where no one can hear you, no one can judge you, and there is no danger at all. Speak English to yourself. You already talk to yourself all day long. Everyone does. That quiet voice, planning your day, noticing things, wondering about things. Right now, that voice speaks your language. Tonight, gently, we invite English in. You do not need to think complicated thoughts. Start with the smallest ones. In the morning, softly. "I'm awake. It's early. I'm tired. I need some coffee. Walking outside. It's cold today. The sky is gray. That's a nice dog. Making your food. I'm hungry. This smells good. A little more salt. At night, in your bed. I'm tired. It was a long day. Tomorrow I have work. I hope I sleep well." Feel how easy those are. There is no pressure. There is no audience. There is no one to be wrong in front of. It is just you and your own kind mind, quietly practicing in perfect safety. And this is why it works so well. Remember what we said at the beginning. The silence comes from fear, but there is no fear here. Alone, in your own mind, there is no danger. So the door stays open, the words come easily, and every time they come easily, that path grows a little wider, a little smoother, a little more familiar. And then, one day in a real conversation, you will reach for a phrase, and it will be there, already smooth, already worn in, because you have walked that path 100 times, quietly, alone. So take this practice with you. It costs nothing. It takes no time. It needs no book and no teacher and no partner, just your own quiet voice, in your own quiet mind speaking English, softly, as you move through your ordinary day. Now, let me speak to you as a friend would, softly, in the dark. Be patient with yourself, please. You have been hard on yourself for a long time. I know. I can hear it in the way you talk about your English. You call yourself slow. You call yourself bad at this. You compare yourself quietly to people who seem so far ahead, and then you feel a small, sharp ache, and you decide it is your fault. But listen, softly. It is not your fault, and you are not slow. You are learning one of the hardest things a human being can learn. A whole second language as an adult, with a full life and work, tiredness, and everything else you carry. And you are doing it, slowly, imperfectly, but doing it. That is not weakness, that is remarkable. And here is what nobody tells you. Language does not grow in a straight line. It grows in waves. You will have weeks where you feel wonderful, where everything comes easily, and you think, yes, I am finally getting it. And then you will have weeks where nothing comes, where you feel worse than before, where you wonder if you have lost everything. You have not lost anything. That is simply how it grows. Underneath the silence in those flat, heavy weeks, your mind is still working, still sorting, still building. And then, suddenly, one day, you will speak, and something new will come out easily, and you will not know where it came from. It came from the quiet weeks. It came from the waiting. It came from all those nights of gentle listening, when it felt like nothing was happening at all. So be patient, trust the slow, quiet work, and speak to yourself as kindly as you would speak to a friend who was trying this hard. You would never tell a friend they were stupid for trying. You would never tell them to give up. You would tell them how far they have come. So say that to yourself. Tonight, say it softly. I have come so far, and I am still going. Now softly, let's do something gentle. Let's imagine. Your body is heavy, your eyes are closed, your mind is soft and open. This is the perfect place to see something. So let me paint it for you, quietly. Imagine yourself someday, not far from now. You are somewhere ordinary, a cafe perhaps, and someone speaks to you in English, and you answer, not carefully, not slowly, not after a long, painful pause. You just answer. The words come out easily before you have time to check them, and they are not perfect. There is a small mistake in there somewhere, and it does not matter at Comfortdane. All because the other person understood you completely, and they are smiling, and they are answering back, and you answer again, and again, and again, and the conversation flows, back and forth, easy and warm. And somewhere in the middle of it, you notice something. Quietly, with a small shock of joy, you are not translating. You are not building sentences. You are not afraid. You are just talking in English, like a person, like yourself. And later, when it is over, you will walk away and you will realize something beautiful. You were not thinking about English at all. You were thinking about the conversation, about the other person, about what they said and what you wanted to say back. English had become invisible. It had become simply the air you were speaking through. That is fluency, not perfection. Not a big vocabulary, just this. English becoming invisible. English becoming yours. And I want you to know, softly tonight, that this moment is coming for you. It is not a fantasy. It is not for other people. It is on your path. It is ahead of you, waiting quietly, and every gentle night like tonight brings it a little closer. So let yourself see it. Let yourself feel it. That easy, warm, ordinary moment when you speak, and the words come, and you are simply yourself in English. Hold that picture softly as you drift. Now, softly, let's gather what we have walked through tonight. You do not need to remember any of it. Just let it drift past you, gently like leaves on quiet water. We began with the silence, and we learned that it is not emptiness. It is fear, and fear cannot follow you here. Into the calm and the dark, we learned that your English is not missing. It is only sleeping. That your lake is already full, and the work is only to widen the stream. We visited the words that are already yours. Hello, thank you. I'm fine. I don't know. Words that need no thought at all. We found the small sounds that break the silence. Oh, I see. Really? Right. Small, warm, and enough. We found the phrases that buy you time. Let me think. That's a good question. Well, how can I say this? Soft doors to step behind. We learned that real English is small. Good. Thanks. I think so. Not really. Me too. Small pieces, exchanged gently. We learned how to go around a missing word. It's the thing you use for, I forget the word, but so you are never trapped. We made friends with mistakes and sent the guard home. Because being understood matters, and being perfect does not. We let the English stay home instead of traveling. Warm, tired, quiet, home, words that mean themselves directly. We walked through real conversations and found them simple. And we found a practice, gentle and safe, in your own quiet mind. And we saw you someday soon speaking easily, in an ordinary moment, without fear. All of that is inside you now. You do not have to hold it. Just let it settle softly into the deep and quiet places while you rest. Before we let the words settle, let me give you one more gift, something about listening, because listening is where all of this begins. When you listen to English, you strain. I know you do. You lean forward in your mind, and you try to catch every word. And when one word escapes you, you stop, and you chase it. And while you are chasing it, 5 more words go past, and now you are lost, and the panic rises. Tonight, let me teach you a softer way. Do not chase the words. Let them come to you. When you listen, let the English wash over you, like water over stones. Some of it you will catch. Some of it will flow past. And that is completely fine. That is how it is supposed to be. You do not need every word. You only need the shape of the meaning, and the shape arrives even when some words are missing. Think of how you listen in your own language. You do not catch every single word. You miss things constantly. But you do not panic because you trust that the meaning will arrive anyway, and it does. Give English that same trust. And here is the wonderful thing. When you stop straining, you understand more, not less. More, because straining makes your mind tight, and a tight mind cannot receive. But a soft, open, relaxed mind lets the language in easily, the way a wide-open window lets in air. That is exactly what is happening right now, tonight. You are not straining. You are lying still, in the dark, letting my words drift through you. Some you are catching, some are floating past, and all of it, is settling into you anyway, quietly, without any effort at all. This is the softest, kindest way to learn a language. Not by grabbing, by receiving, not by chasing, by opening. So practice this gently whenever you listen to English. Let it come, let it flow. Do not chase what escapes. Trust that the meaning will find you, and it will. Now, let me tell you what to watch for in the days ahead, because your progress will be quiet, and if you do not know what to look for, you might miss it entirely. Fluency does not arrive all at once. It arrives in small, quiet wins, and each one is precious. Let me tell you what they look like, so you can notice them and be glad. The first small win is when an English word comes to you before your own word does. Just one word. You reach for something and English arrives first. It will surprise you, notice it, and smile. Another small win is when you understand something but you cannot translate it. Someone says a phrase and you know exactly what it means, but if someone asked you to explain it in your language, you could not easily. This feels strange, but it is beautiful. It means the English arrived directly, with no journey. Another small win is when you say something, and only afterward realize you did not plan it. The sentence just came out whole. You did not build it. Notice that softly. That is your English, walking on its own. Another is when you make a mistake, and you do not stop. You just keep going, and the conversation continues, and nothing bad happens at all. That is a very big win, disguised as a small one. That is fear losing its grip. Another is when a whole conversation ends, and you realize you were not thinking about English the entire time. You were thinking about the person and what they said. English became invisible. That is fluency, arriving, quietly, and the loveliest one of all. One night, you may dream in English, a voice, a few words, a whole conversation, drifting through your sleeping mind. If that happens, know that English has gone deep, deep into you, deeper than thought, deeper than effort, into the place where you truly live. Collect them gently, because progress in a language is quiet and slow and easy to miss. But it is happening. It is happening right now, tonight. while you rest, whether you can see it or not. Now, as you grow heavier and softer, let me simply say some English to you. You do not need to learn it. You do not need to remember it. Just let it move through you like warm water and let it settle wherever it wishes to go. Listen, softly. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. How was your day? It was good. A little long, but good. What do you think? I think so. I'm not sure. Maybe. Can you help me? Of course. Sure. No problem. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Anytime. I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Sorry, could you say that again? What does that mean? How do you say this in English? Excuse me. Just a moment, please. Let me think. That sounds good. That sounds lovely. I'd like that. See you later. See you tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Let them drift. Let them float. You do not need to hold on to any of them. They will stay, or they will go, and both are fine, because there will be another night, and another, and another. Listen a little more softly as you sink. I work as I live in, I've been here for, I like it, I love it. I'm not sure about it. It's not for me. Really? Wow. That's interesting. That's amazing. Oh, I see. I was thinking, actually. You know, dud. I mean, would you mind? Do you think you could? No problem. It's fine. That's all right. Don't worry. Softer now. Slower now. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Let them settle gently into the deep, quiet places of your mind where they will wait for you patiently until you need them. And now, softly, our journey comes to its quiet end. You have walked a long way tonight, from the silence to the words, from the fear to the calm, and you did not have to try. You did not have to study. You only had to rest and listen and let it in. Let go now. Let all of it go. You do not need to remember a single word of what I said. The words that were meant to stay will stay quietly in the deep places, waiting. They will find you again someday in an ordinary moment when you need them. That is how this works. That is the gift of listening while you rest. Let your body grow heavy now. Let your arms be soft. Let your legs be heavy. Let your whole body sink gently into the warmth of your bed. Take one slow breath in and let it go slowly. And another, slower, softer, deeper. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing to prove, no one to speak to, no one to be perfect for. There is only this warm bed and this quiet dark and your own slow, gentle breathing. You are safe here. You are calm here. And in this safety, all your English is resting too, settling deeper, growing quietly, like seeds in the warm, dark ground. You were not silent. You never were. You are simply full of words that are still learning how to come out, and they are coming. A little more every day. a little more every night like this one. So be patient with yourself as you fall asleep. Be kind to yourself. You are doing something beautiful and difficult and brave, and you are doing it one gentle night at a time. And if you are still awake, that is all right too. This journey will begin again, softly, and you can walk it as many times as you like, all through the peaceful night. There is no hurry here. There is all the time in the world. Let your thoughts grow slow and soft and quiet. Let them drift away gently like small clouds in a wide, dark sky. Feel how heavy you are. Feel how warm. Feel how safe. Rest now. Sleep now. Let go completely. The silence you feared is gone. What remains is only quiet, and quiet is a good place. Quiet is where the words are growing. Sleep well, dear friend. You are closer than you know. Good night. Rest deeply and dream, gently. In English, the words are yours now. They were always yours. Sleep, and let them grow, quietly, until the morning comes.